Well, tomorrow is the big day. Our Williamsburg Raiders are playing in the state championship for football. And for those who might not know, I love football. Um, Always have. Was a big NFL girl growing up in Pennsylvania because that's what we watched. Married a man who is a die-hard Nebraska, but really any football, but particularly college football. Dan really loves college football. So now we watch football all day Saturday. um, and I care about things like game day and who's ranked and know coaches' names, which is just crazy. Um, and I lived and served in the Southeast for several years, right after college, all the way through moving when we moved here. And so we were in SEC country and we went to Auburn games. We knew the Georgia cheers and the songs. We saw the little kids dressed up in their colors and their chants and knew the bulldog bark of Georgia. We paid when we were first married. We paid lots of extra money to get the Big Ten network because Dan is a Nebraska fan and me growing up in Pennsylvania watching Penn State. We wanted to watch Big Ten games when they were available. And I hope to never forget that the guy came to set it all up and Dan said, okay, now the Big Ten network. And he goes, oh, that's regionally offered. And I was like, so we just bought this huge cable package for nothing? And he's like, yep, you're out of luck. But I give you all of that context, all that backstory, because I had a boss in the South who once said he wished that people would give a fraction of the time and energy and resources that they gave to their college football team to the church, and that budgets would be positive and attendance would be higher and people would be more, invested in the life of the church if they gave and participated and cheered and spent as much time and energy talking about their football team as they did the church. And I've been thinking about that all this week. I've been wrestling with it because my Saturdays and Sundays and Fridays during the fall really do get consumed by football. And while I'm not bashing that, because I think God gives us those hobbies and interests to make us unique and to enjoy things as a community and to come together as a community, I encourage you tomorrow as you're cheering on the Raiders, or Saturday as you're cheering on the Hawks or the Cyclones, or like our family, the Huskers, that in the midst of that, you would also stop to praise God, that you would also stop to celebrate who God is in your life. Football dedication is super important. Believe me, I know that firsthand, but so is God. So may this weekend you put some of that extra time and energy and focus into who God is in your life and not just football. But also, go Raiders.